certified and a women's empowerment coach, and generally just kind of a wellness advocate, knowing that wellness, can look a lot of different ways. And the way I interpret that is quality of life. Are you feeling good? Are you taking care of your mental health as much as your physical health? So I lead group meditations and have small group meditations, lovely intimate ones like this, and work with different private clients in Austin. And it's always a joy and a blessing. And I am excited for tonight because this is actually the first live meditation I've done in quite some time. I've done many pre-recorded events, but it's been a while since we were all in a chat together. So thank you for bringing your energy and your heart to this. It's definitely a different experience when we're all here live. It's no more or less special, but it's a unique exchange of energy. So thank you for being here and participating in that way. This is also my first Google Meet. So thanks for showing me the ropes. I'm on Zoom 24/7 for work, but I'm excited to get to be here. And this is a really neat way for all of us to interact. Teal mentioned about choosing whether you want your camera or mic to be on. That's totally up to you and what you feel comfortable with. So if you want to get totally sprawled out on your floor, Lisa looks like she's got a good setup there. And Lorene, you've got a great setup, lots of good light, like wherever you want to be, that's going to help you relax. Go ahead, camera on, camera off. It's probably best if your microphone is off, but if at any point something comes up or you need to chime in, by all means, you can turn that mic back on. I also always encourage people, when we start to get in this place to meditate together, to create a sacred space around you, kind of set the mood for yourself. That could look like lighting a candle or maybe a cup of tea or just a glass of water, just kind of help getting in that place. I have I think it's sleepy time tea. Hopefully I don't get too relaxed while I drink this tea and we meditate together, but just whatever helps you kind of start to downshift can be really valuable tools. And that also comes with, comfortable clothes, whatever's going to help you relax. I'm definitely rocking the sweater. It's like it gets 1 degree less than 80 in Austin. And I'm like, winter is here, sweaters for the rest of the season. So whatever is going to be conducive to you for that. So the other neat thing about the timing of this meditation, it is a timely evening because you may have noticed that big bright, sparkly moon in the sky, and it is a full moon tonight. And so that's also often thought of a great time to kind of cleanse and release things that are no longer serving us. And it's just often a symbolic window of time where we can purge things that don't feel in alignment with us anymore. So where this new moon is a time to kind of invite in fresh energy, the full moon is the time where we think of releasing some things that might feel heavy. And that could be patterns, limiting beliefs, thoughts, relationships. It's just a time where change is welcome and supported. So it's a neat day to be doing that together as well. So Teal also mentioned the playlist, and that is just if you want to add to that environment that you're in. These are, it's a curated list of songs I use in my live events that kind of help set that tone as well. I'm a big fan of nature sounds. So if you're listening to it, you'll notice you might hear some water going and some birds chirping, and there's some other meditation songs on there as well. And it's through Spotify, and I think you can just open it from a web player. But if the Spotify is not as streamlined, you could also Google, relaxing meditation music and put that on in the background, or you could Google waves. Water sound is very therapeutic as well. But all of these are just tools to help you get in the mindset of relaxing. So do whatever feels supportive for you. So we'll talk a little bit about meditation techniques just for a moment. And I'm not as familiar in the group whether you guys are, have done many meditations or this is your first time. Either way, this is meant to meet you where you are. And what I think it's really important to remember about meditation in general is that there is nothing we're trying to accomplish. There is no goal. There is no agenda. There is nothing to achieve here. And we are simply going from this state of doing to a state of being. So doing, going, action, to just being in the stillness of this moment, in presence with ourselves. And it can be reassuring to hear that. It can also be disorienting. It is very unnatural for us as human beings to set out to do something. And we're like, but wait, what's my end goal? Like, don't I get to check off the little boxes on my list? And that is great. And there are times when we can be goal oriented, but in meditation, we're really just trying to be with ourselves and whatever that might look like, which is another important thing to remember, is that when we sit with ourselves, we allow anything to come up. And it's not always rainbows and butterflies, and that's okay. That's the beauty of the practice. We just let the thoughts that are coming come. And what we're trying to do is get in this practice of noticing them. So I want to invite you tonight to see if you can participate in this meditation. And as thoughts come up, see if you can practice observing them. So they're floating through your mind. A helpful tool can be imagining them like clouds passing, or maybe waves ebbing and flowing. But we're trying to get in that practice where we let our thoughts come and go without the need to assess them or critique them, and instead just be a witness to them. And then we start to take our power back, and then we get that opportunity to decide, how do I want to respond to what I see coming up? What wisdom is that in that for me? What seed of a gift is planted in what I see coming up, even if it's not very pretty on the surface? And it can help us throughout our life when we start to get into this practice of, I want to respond instead of react to something. It starts to spill over in every area. When we're having a heated conversation with someone, when we're in a stressful environment, when someone cuts us off on Mopac, instead of cursing at them, we say, oh, okay, that was an interesting choice. I wish they had made other decisions, but I'm not going to let it rob my whole afternoon of feeling pleasant and comfortable. And I'm giving you small examples, but this can translate in a lot of different ways. And so that is down the road. Meditation is like any other muscle. We're just practicing it. So in the beginning, we are just practicing sitting with ourselves without the need to assess or critique what's happening. And over time, those windows of stillness that people talk about, you start to find them. But it definitely takes cultivating and fostering that practice. Another thing that we see as a result of meditation is joy and less stress and less anxiety. So it's this practice that, if you start to build it into your life over time, can bring a lot of really positive benefits. And I'm excited that we get to do it together tonight. So I will stop talking. So y'all are like, just let us take a nap already. We're ready to close our eyes. Because that's kind of how I think about meditation sometimes. It's just like glorified adult nap time, where we just get to find stillness and take a moment to breathe. Because I know everyone in this Google chat right now is working hard. Everyone has something in their life that they are going through and that can feel dizzying. And so it is equally important that we try to carve out these times where we can just kind of stop for a moment and reflect and move forward with intention and purpose. And how can I show up in the way that I want to in life? So this is exciting to be together. So what we're going to go ahead and do is get in full comfy mode. So I encourage you to close your eyes if that feels okay to you. I love how we all put our glasses on when we, got on the screens. But if you want to take your glasses off and you want to close your eyes, this is a good time to do that. You can also, you can go ahead and restart your playlist if you want and put it on that first song called Heaven on Earth if you have your music going. And one other thing I want to tell you guys is that I am watching the time. So see if you can allow yourself to not watch the time. And if you can kind of disconnect and detach from the schedule and allow yourself to kind of put that focus inward. All right, so we're going to go ahead, close our eyes. Looks like we're getting comfortable. It makes me so happy to see that. We're just going to start with a few big breaths. So go ahead and breathe in and exhale. And I realized I won't close my eyes the whole time, just in case the internet gets weird and y'all need to tell me that you can't hear me. I will check in periodically, okay? So go ahead and breathe in and exhale. And these can be big sighs in the beginning. We're releasing the day, the week, the month. Hell, we're releasing this whole year. Just a big out breath as you breathe in and exhale. And after you've done as many of those big breaths as you'd like to, you can go ahead and let your breathing begin to slow down, letting your body begin to slow down from your head to your toes. Let your breathing now begin to find a natural rhythm as your heart rate slows down. And as you breathe, see if you can take a scan of your physical body. See if you can notice how your body feels in this moment. Starting at the top of your head and moving downward. Again, without judgment, no need to assess, just noticing what you feel. Maybe there's sensations, maybe there's pain or tension. Just being aware of the senses moving throughout your body right now. Continuing to breathe, and with every breath, now imagining that you're allowing yourself to relax even more. With every exhale, physical tension beginning to relieve, release, and relax. As you breathe, see if you can let your forehead smooth out, let your eyelids soften. If your jaw is clenched, see if you can relax that now. Oftentimes we have our tongue on the roof of our mouth and we don't even notice it. And see if you can let that relax. Anywhere you're holding or gripping, begin to see if you can let that lighten and loosen up as we breathe. Let your shoulders begin to sink towards the floor. Letting your chest and your stomach, your hips relax. All the way down to your knees, to your ankles. You might want to consider uncrossing your feet and ankles if they're crossed. If you're holding your fists, holding your hands in fists, you can let those relax. With every breath, releasing any physical tension in your body. On our next exhale, see if you can imagine any emotional strain beginning to release. As you breathe, allowing any stress to exhale and leave your body now. On your next out breath, imagining anxiety being carried away as you breathe out. Breathing in, releasing any sense of sadness, letting go of any anger. As you continue to breathe, allowing frustration to come up and out and be carried away with your exhale. With every breath, feeling a sense of lightness come over you, feeling more relaxed, beginning to let go on an even deeper level of those things that may no longer be serving you. Letting go any sense of judgment of yourself or your life or where you think you should or should not be at this time. Letting go of any resentment, releasing any sense of jealousy, any regret. Allowing these heavy emotions to come up and out, thanking them for the lessons they provided, the wisdom they carry, and then sending them on their way. Breathing in and exhaling. With every breath, allowing a lightness to come over you from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. And now in that space that we just created in our physical body, we're going to invite in emotions that may feel more supportive. As you breathe in, imagine love is filling up every cell in your chest. As you breathe in, love expands into your physical body, And as you breathe out, love expands into the space all around you. Breathing in love, filling up your lungs. Exhaling love into the space around your physical body. On your next breath, imagine breathing in gratitude. As you breathe in, gratitude fills up every cell, from your head to your shoulders, all the way down to your feet. As you exhale, gratitude fills that space around your physical body. As we continue to breathe, we're going to let those waves of gratitude wash over us. Taking a moment to experience and appreciate all of the miracles working in our body right now. Having gratitude for our heart that's beating without us lifting a finger. Gratitude for our lungs that are filling up with oxygen without us paying any attention to them throughout the day. Gratitude for all of the systems in our body that are working in harmony together. So we feel a sense of energy, vitality, strength. Feeling gratitude for that sun shining in the sky today and another day to experience life. Gratitude for that bright, beautiful moon we know is going to come out tonight. Gratitude for running water. Gratitude for the food that nourished us today. Gratitude for the experiences and people that we were able to interact with today. Gratitude for all of the abundance in our life, big and small. Letting those waves of gratitude wash over you and cleanse every cell in your body. Releasing any heaviness and allowing this sense of pure unconditional love to fill up the space in your body. On your next inhale, see if you can place your awareness right in the center of your chest, right in your heart center, and see if you can imagine something you specifically feel grateful for. Just use your imagination just to picture it in your mind's eye, something you feel a deep love for. It could be a person, a place, an activity, an animal, a memory, anything you feel a sense of gratitude for. Just picture it in your mind right now. And as you do that, let your heart swell with appreciation. And see what you notice about this picture in your mind. Are you there? If you're there, what are you wearing? What colors do you see? What smells do you notice? Just letting this gratitude for this thing that you love so dearly fill up your heart. Now, in your next breath, keep your awareness in the center of your heart, right in that heart center. And I want to see if you can picture that gratitude as a golden, sparkling light right in the center of your chest. Begin to imagine that this light is glowing, sparkling, glittering. Pure, unconditional love and gratitude is beginning to radiate out from your heart center. With every breath, this light that's glowing within you begins to expand outward. As you breathe, imagine this light is filling up the room around you, expanding 1 foot out from your heart, 2 feet outwards, 3 feet, 10 feet. This light is just expanding outward from your heart center, filling up the space around you with pure positive energy and unconditional love. And breathing into that space. Now see if you can place your awareness at the top of your head, imagining that same golden light now swirling in the space just above your head. This light is bright and glowing and just radiating warmth and love. Maybe you even see it as a color. Maybe you see a pink light or a purple light, blue. However you see it is perfect. And with every breath, imagine that this light is getting brighter and stronger. As you breathe, now see if you can envision this golden sparkling light beginning to flow down through the top of your head and all around your face. This light is flowing down your head, down and around your neck, across your shoulder blades, through your chest and your lungs. This light is sparkling down your left arm towards your left wrist and out your left fingertips. As you breathe, this light now moves through your right arm, down to your right elbow, and out your right fingertips. This golden light is a healing light, sending a healing love to every cell in your body. It now flows down your chest and your stomach, swirling and circling your hips and your legs. This glowing light is now flowing through your thighs, down around your knees, flowing down towards your ankles and circling, swirling, sparkling in every cell, sending a healing light to everywhere it's needed. This golden glowing light now flows out the bottom of your feet and into the imaginary space below you. With your imagination, see this golden light flowing from the top of your head all the way through your body, out through the bottom of your feet, sending a healing energy to everywhere it's needed. This light knows exactly where to go to help you heal. As you imagine this light flowing through you, allow yourself to feel relaxed and present in this moment. We're going to continue to let this light flow through us, even when we're not focused on it. And you can listen to these words I'm about to say. You can repeat them silently in your head if that feels appropriate. I allow myself to relax. I allow myself to relax. I allow myself to heal. I allow myself to feel good right now. I am strong. I am capable. I trust life. We can continue to let that golden light flow through us, sending that pure, unconditional love into every cell, into every corner of the room you're in. Now you can place your awareness back in the center of your chest, back on your heart center. Imagine that light sparkling and shimmering right in the center of your chest. That golden light of gratitude just permeating outward from your heart. As you breathe, allowing yourself to rest in the stillness, resting in your existence, just noticing anything that may be coming up, honoring it, and just allowing any thoughts to flow freely. What a beautiful act of self-love it is to take this time in meditation, to sit in stillness, I wonder what it would look like if you could be this kind to yourself every day. What would it look like if you could be more patient with yourself, more forgiving? And what would it look like to take this same kindness and give it as a gift to someone else this week? Place your awareness back on the center of your chest. See that golden light glowing, that light of unconditional love. And now, on your next breath, I want you to imagine that you are sending this love to someone who needs it. It could be someone anywhere in the world. You may know them or you may have never met them. On your next exhale, imagine that light beginning to shine outward from your heart to theirs. As you breathe, love is beaming from your heart to this person's heart. Imagine them wrapped in this golden healing light. And just notice what it feels like to send love unconditionally without needing anything in return. Now placing your awareness back in the center of your chest, on your heart center, feeling that golden light glowing. Now this time, on your exhale, I want you to see if you can take that pure, unconditional love and turn it around and direct it towards yourself. Can you wrap yourself in this same unconditional love that you were able to give so freely to someone else? Imagine this golden light enveloping you, wrapping all around you, a healing warmth, just allowing yourself to feel loved and deeply supported. Letting that love flow freely. On your next breath, and place your awareness back in the center of your chest. We can begin to take a little bigger breaths, allowing more oxygen to come into our bodies. As you breathe, beginning to become aware of your physical body, keeping your eyes closed so your brain knows it's safe to stay relaxed. You can come back into your awareness of your body, back into your awareness of the room you're in, still with your eyes closed and soft. If you want, you can put your hand over your heart, or you can just imagine giving yourself a silent thank you as you thank yourself for choosing to spend time in such a loving way. You can begin to move your fingers and wiggle your toes. And then when you're ready, very gently and slowly, you can begin to let your eyes float open. You can take as long as you'd like. Thank you so much, everyone, for spending time this way. It was beautiful energy. It felt beautiful for me. I hope that you guys feel good and relaxed. And one note I do want to mention is I kind of referenced this in the beginning, but as a reminder that when we do get in this space, a lot of things can come up, old memories, old thoughts. And so just remembering that they're coming up because they're ready to be released and for no other reason. So sometimes we wonder, oh, why is that old painful thing coming up? Really, it's because it's no longer serving you in your body and it's ready to exit. So it's kind of a beautiful invitation to let go of these things. So I'm not saying that's necessarily going to happen. Just don't be startled if it does, if things surprise you tonight or tomorrow. But by and large, I hope that you feel good. I hope that you were able to find some relaxation and some peace, even if just for a few seconds, even a minute, even just 2 minutes of being in that brain state can be beneficial to us. So what a gift to be with y'all. And if anyone has any comments or questions or anything that came up, if Teal permits, I'd be happy to stay and chat for a moment. But if not, I know oftentimes people are ready to just kind of hop in bed. So blessings to each of you and big, big love. And I look forward to seeing y'all soon.